Welcome to Attleboro Update. As time goes on, it becomes increasingly important to remember the tragedies of our past. Last week, Americans across the country took some time to remember the great loss that occurred on September 11th, 13 years ago. In remembrance of the lives lost and the sacrifices made that day, the Attleboro Fire Department held a special ceremony at the department headquarters. We spoke with Fire Chief Scott LaChance about the ceremony and the importance of remembering those who have been lost.
When I'm called to duty, wherever flames may rage, give me the strength to save a life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it's too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling to give the best in me to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. And if according to God's will, I must answer death's call, bless with your protecting hand my family, one and all. Amen.
My name is Scott LaChance. I'm the Fire Chief for the City of Attleboro. We just had our annual September 11th Remembrance Ceremony. The ceremony that we perform is very brief. It's based on protocols that are established by the State Fire Marshal's Office. The intent of the ceremony is to cause us all to reflect on the losses of September 11th, especially as first responders, to reflect on the loss of life of the firefighters, obviously. But it's also designed to cause us to focus on the future and to not lose sight of the fact that we still live in the greatest nation in the world. We've been doing it every year since 2002.
My name's Kyle Higney, Chief of Police, Attleboro Police Department, and we're here at the Fire Headquarters on Union Street celebrating and remembering 9/11, which is amazingly 13 years ago now. Surprisingly, time passes. Feels just like yesterday that the wounds were fresh and open to us, but especially for Attleboro, as we know, we lost one of our residents, Lynn Goodchild, and unfortunately in that tragic incident. But this day is a day of reflection in memory of her and all the other victims of 9/11.
Yeah, I think sometimes if history teaches us anything, that people tend to forget. And I find myself that, once you get to a year, it starts, you kind of take things for granted again. And with everything that's going on in the country now, and there's certainly rumors of wars and other things, it's important to have an event like this that you do every single year that is a real strong way for people to remember and to not forget.
Even though the incident was extremely tragic and a threat to our national security, the response and the heroism to the Pentagon and those that suffered and lost lives in the Twin Towers in New York, as a police officer, police chief, and also as a former firefighter, the response made me feel very proud to be a public safety servant. And after the events, the community as a nation came together, and it was almost like we held hands across our nation and felt the wounds and the pain and began that healing process. And as time moves on, the wounds don't heal, we just seem to live with the pain. But more importantly, we never forget. We never forget those who responded, those who lost lives, and how we are better of a nation today for having gone through such a tragic event.
I think it's the best turnout that I recall since I've been a chief, and probably even before that. I'm sure some of it has to do with some of the things that are going on in the country and the world right now, and it makes people a little bit more fearful, and they just want to make sure that they make a point to remember.
I think the crowds will continue to grow as time moves on, because more and more of us don't ever want to forget that fateful day.
Thank you for the support of the community. Thank you for supporting public safety and everything that we do, and it's really a privilege to continue to serve.